Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're looking at a super fun story about a tiny American burger shop, but honestly, beneath the surface, it holds the ultimate masterclass in modern marketing strategy. Whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or someone just starting to tinker with the idea of opening a business, this narrative breaks down the absolute fundamental truths of attracting and keeping customers. We're going to explore exactly how a struggling shop owner went from total obscurity to becoming local royalty, all by completely flipping his go-to-market approach. Part 1. The Small Business Struggle. Let's head over to a picturesque little American town called Sunnyvale, where we meet our main guy, Billy. Now, Billy was incredibly hardworking. He had a spotless shop, super affordable prices, and genuinely delicious food. But he had absolutely zero customers. Every single day, he'd stand right outside his front door and literally shout, "Fresh burgers! Delicious burgers! Come and eat!" And people? They just kept right on walking. You see, Billy's fundamental flaw was confusing a product feature list with an actual marketing strategy. He just kind of figured that if he shouted the features of his product louder than the next guy, people would naturally flock to him. So, this brings us to a massive question for any business owner, and trust me, it's one Billy was agonizing over every single day. If your product is genuinely superior, why are you still staring at an empty room? He knew for a fact his burgers were better than the big chains, but he was facing this classic dilemma where a strong product market fit was being completely undermined by a non-existent go-to-market strategy. Enter Billy's wise best friend, a cartoon dog named Max. Max steps in and diagnoses the issue immediately. He tells Billy, "Look, if shouting was marketing, you'd be a billionaire by now." Max completely shifts Billy's brand positioning right then and there. He explains that successful businesses aren't just selling a commodity. They are selling an experience, feelings, and memories. People buy stories. And right now, Billy's shop didn't have one. Moving right along to part 2, attention and storytelling. To start selling that experience, Max and Billy get creative and invent a memorable face for the brand, Bobby Burger. They end up putting Bobby in this hilarious little short video, running in absolute terror from a giant tomato that's shouting, "Come back! I want to become ketchup!" Now, here is the secret sauce to this step. This video didn't go globally viral. And honestly, it didn't need to. Hundreds of people right there in Sunnyvale saw it, laughed, and remembered it. By targeting the exact right local audience and focusing on real conversion metrics rather than empty vanity metrics, the shop finally had a pulse. Max actually distills this success into 3 ironclad rules for getting attention. Rule 1, be different. If everyone in town is selling burgers, don't just say, "We sell burgers." Give people a reason to remember you. Rule 2, tell a story. Humans are literally wired for narrative. We remember stories way better than some standard, boring advertisement. And rule 3, make people feel something. Whether you evoke laughter, curiosity, or inspiration, emotion is the absolute key to memory. Billy took this concept and gamified it by launching a really clever promo. The deal was, post a picture with the Bobby Burger mascot, tag the shop, and win a month of free burgers. Guys, this was a masterclass in generating user-generated content. Teenagers, local families, even the town mayor showed up, and it completely transformed the shop from this quiet, empty room into a bustling, energetic hub. Part 3, knowing your customers. But, as often happens, success bred a dangerous new problem. Getting a little too excited by all the new foot traffic, Billy went ahead and blew all his capital on blanket, untargeted advertising. So he had a full restaurant, sure, but very little actual profit to show for it. Billy really needed to stop advertising blindly and start practicing proper customer persona segmentation. When he actually stopped to analyze who was walking through his doors, he found 2 highly distinct personas: families coming in on the weekends and students dropping by right after school. So instead of just shouting into the void, Billy tailored his value propositions. He utilized product bundling. He created a student burger deal for the after-school crowd and a family weekend box for his weekend demographic. This right here is targeted marketing in action, delivering exactly what specific personas want, exactly when they want it. The results were pretty much immediate, and they were perfectly captured in glowing online reviews from the locals. Billy unlocked a massive business truth. Happy customers are your most profitable marketing channel, bar none. By actively harvesting these reviews, he created this amazing flywheel of social proof that built incredible self-sustaining momentum.
Which brings us to part 4, surviving the giant competitor. Just as Billy really found his groove, the ultimate small business nightmare happened. A massive, faceless national burger chain opened up literally right across the street. Naturally, Billy went into a total panic.
But Max stepped in with some truly profound advice for fighting Goliath. Don't try to become the giant. Just be better at being you. Look, the massive chain had economies of scale, but they were entirely faceless. Billy had agility. He had personal relationships. He could remember people's names and embed his business deeply into the community. He was creating a powerful, hyper-local moat that a corporate giant could never, ever cross. Leaning heavily into this local advantage, Billy launched Sunnyville Burger Day. He brought in local musicians, set up games, and made charity donations. It was a brilliant example of experiential marketing. He proved to everyone that consumers don't just transact for food. They invest in community connection and shared experiences. All right, part 5, the 5 marketing rules. Fast forward 1 year, Billy's shop is now the undisputed local champion, proving he finally understood that marketing is really about solving human problems, not just pushing a product. So here is the ultimate framework Billy learned on this wild journey. Step 1, get attention by breaking the mold. Step 2, tell a memorable story so your brand actually sticks in people's minds. Step 3, know your customer through deep segmentation. Step 4, build unshakable trust through great experiences. And finally, step 5, cultivate long-term relationships over short-term transactions. Standing proudly outside his thriving shop, which, by the way, now boasts a sign reading, "Great food, great stories, great community," Billy asks Max if he's finally a marketing expert. Max just smiles and says, "No, you're a marketing king." And he crowns him with a makeshift hamburger box. It's this warm, really triumphant moment that perfectly caps off his whole evolution. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one incredibly powerful question to think about regarding your own projects or the story you're telling your customers today. Are you just standing on the street shouting facts at people, or are you truly giving them a reason to remember you? Take a page out of Billy's playbook. Think about the experience you're creating and start building your own story today.